Bangerang Rufio, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Lost Boys Gaming. It finally happened. Nintendo announces GoldenEye 007 is hitting the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack in 2 days, January 27th. I'm super excited for this. I can't wait to get my hands on this. It's going to be multiplayer, online, local, all the shaboodles, all the good stuff. We're going to be able to go through and relive our 007 goodness on Nintendo Switch Online. It's been a long time since Nintendo has kind of even done anything with this. They announced it at the September Direct, along with a bunch of other games that were supposed to be coming to the Switch Online. But nothing's really been announced or said anything about it since, so maybe this clears some way for Microsoft as well to now drop the Xbox and the PC version of this, whether it's this, ROM typed version, that we'll get online for the 64, or if it's going to be more of a redone, remastered type of a thing. So I have to keep our eyes peeled for that. I think that kind of clears the way for that. But I think this also clears a lot more space for Nintendo in the Nintendo Direct that we expect to see here in just a few weeks. And I think that it could be a really good sign for something big to come. Personally, I think that, we're still waiting for a couple games that they've announced. This was the big one. But now we're still waiting for Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, Excite Bike, 1080 Snowboarding, and Mario Party 3. So I think that we will get Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, just similar to what we got with Mario Party 1 and 2. But I think that when they do this, I think that the fact that they've announced GoldenEye, I think this might clear space for a Game Boy and Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance type of a situation coming to Nintendo Switch Online. Now, I don't think, at least personally, I don't think Nintendo should. I mean, I guess they probably will, just because Nintendo's going to Nintendo at the end of the day. But I don't think that they should release Pokemon Stadiums without the ability to bring in our own Pokemon. That was like one of the coolest things about that game and those games was, outside of the mini games, which are freaking awesome, was that you got to bring in your own Pokemon from, red and blue and yellow and red and silver and gold and crystal. So I think that they've got to release this sloop thing that we've talked about and we've heard about so long ago. They talked about having a transfer system for Pokemon or something like that. So I think that this could potentially be a good sign that, hey, we're going to get, this expansion pass upgrade with the Game Boy games. Now, at the end of the day, Nintendo's going to Nintendo, and a lot of the stuff they do doesn't make any sense. So don't be surprised if nothing happens. But I think that this is an opportunity for Nintendo to kind of go outside of their, usual cadence of dropping these systems in the September Direct and give us something awesome now. In September Direct, we were kind of waiting for something. Nothing really happened. It was kind of a lackluster Direct in general. And then, we got GoldenEye announced. People were pretty excited. Okay, that's a cool little thing, but there was still no release date. But now, this is an opportunity, I think, for Nintendo to come out and say, hey, we're going to continue to support this. Here's something cooler than just an online, a free game trial of Uno. Like, give us some meat and potatoes here. So I think that this is a good sign that this is announced now and not at a Nintendo Direct. So hopefully we'll have to keep our eyes peeled to see what Nintendo decides to do at this Nintendo Direct. Do we get another system added to the online? I'm assuming that we'll maybe get a little bit clearer idea of when to expect, Mario Party 3 or Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. But at the end of the day, like I said, Nintendo's going to Nintendo, so we'll have to wait and see what they do. But hopefully this clears some space for that Nintendo Direct here. I think that we'll expect to see some leaks here soon as well. We're starting to get closer and closer to that February time mark where, it's either going to be the first of the month type of stuff. We're going to start hearing some rumblings about what to expect and when to expect it. So I'm kind of I'm going to sit on the fence a little bit here and say, sometime by the middle of the month, we should have an announcement. I don't know when they'll do it. So, we've seen them do it at the beginning of the month, at the end of the month, in the middle. So I think the middle of the month is probably the safest bet, just because if we haven't heard anything by the first part of the month, then, hey, it's probably coming in the middle or the end. So we'll have to keep our eyes out to see what Nintendo decides to do. But I think that, like I said, this could be very good sign for Nintendo Switch Online to get some great support here in the form of Game Boy. And hopefully we see some Pokemon games coming to enhance the experience with Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Is this a good sign? Is this just Nintendo dropping their game and, won't see anything super crazy or exciting at this next Direct? So love to hear your thoughts and opinions down below as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick update. Until next time, catch you later.